Good evening, everyone. Investiture means a formal investing of a person with authority, power, right, office, and dignity. It is rightly said that leaders are not born, they are made. Leaders become great not because of their power, but because of their ability to empower others. True leaders don't create followers, they create more leaders. We believe that our students of Dps Mahendra Hills are the torch bearers of tomorrow. Therefore, nurturing them and fostering in them a sense of self respect, self discipline, the capacity to enjoy life as independent, self motivated adults, and willingness to care for others are extremely pertinent. Foreseeing the welfare of the students' future to train them to leadership skills, the School Student Council was selected after rigorous and democratic process in which the students had to go through many rounds for much coveted Students' Council body. On this note, I'm really feeling proud to hand over the steering of this event in the hands of our dynamic hosts, Amal, Janya, and Tanishka. Thank you so much.
Leaders are the role models who inspire the followers and motivate them to reach the target of delegation of responsibility and giving authority to children is important as it teaches them lifelong skills of being powerful and caring at the same time, making them the best citizens they can be.
The investiture ceremony signifies the reliance and confidence that the school consigns in the newly invested office bearers. Donning the mantle of accountability, they also pledge to bestow their duties to the best of their abilities.
Good evening. I, Janya, along with my friends Tanishka and Amal, take the opportunity to welcome all our distinguished guests, Chairman Sir Mr. Komraya, Director Ma'am Mrs. Pallavi, Vice Chairman Sir Mr. Bhim Sen, Mr. Pranay, Board Member, Academic Director Ma'am Mrs. T. Sudha, Principal Ma'am Mrs. Sunita Rao, Headmistress Ma'am Mrs. Neetu Gupta, parents and teachers, on the special occasion of investiture ceremony of Delhi Public School Mahendra Hills 2020 to 21. In true sense, our newly chosen leaders are unstoppable dipsites and agents of change.
By lighting a lamp, the lamp becomes a form of fire or tej in Sanskrit. The lamp burns not to be the light itself, but to spread a message to remind all who are present of peace and of positive brightness. Knowledge removes ignorance, just as light removes darkness. DPS Mahendra Hills believes that prayers have a power of creating a pious atmosphere that helps instill certain values such as humility and discipline in the student, and also helps the student to realize the essence of the ethical values. On this note, I request our host to start the virtual lighting of the lamp to commence this glorious event. Let us all join our hands to invoke the blessings of the Almighty.
तुझसे
to everyone. All life is a dance. There are many forms of dance. The movement of atoms is a dance. The universe is a dance. The entire cosmic manifestation is an extraordinary rhythm of dance. The divine rhythm has called the world into being. It is this rhythm that preserves the world and that guides it to the experience of perfection. The dance of the divinity is step by step an unfoldment of creation. So get set ready for all the excitement and delight. We are going to catch sight of a great dance performance by Tanvi Tota.
That was amazing, Tanvi. Let us now welcome our most loved and respected role model who does not need any introduction and known among all of us for her wisdom and her knowledge, our Honorable Principal Ma'am, Mrs. Sunita Rao. And I also want to take the honor to welcome our Headmistress Ma'am, Mrs. Neetu Gupta. I would like to request our Principal Ma'am and Headmistress Ma'am to address our young leaders, our agents of change, and to give their valuable inputs.
Thank you, Janvi. Distinguished Chief Guests, Brigadier Sandeep Chaudhary, VSM, Ms. Sanjukta Parasar, IPS Superintendent of Police, National Investigation Agency, Professor Venkatramana Vedula, Vice Chairman, Telangana State Education Department, Mrs. Chowdhury, who's joined us as a special guest today, our very dear Chairman, Sir Shri M. Kumaria, Sir, Director Pallavi Ma'am, Headmistress, teachers, Student Council members, student participants, and our very elite parents and grandparents. Optimism is the faith that leads to achievement. Nothing can be done without hope and confidence, as rightly stated, all to the first ever online 18th Founders Day of Delhi Public School, Mahendra Hills. Today, I'm very pleased to celebrate this day, which witnesses the appointment of our student leaders, as well as commend those who are passing the leadership mantle on to the next batch of student leaders. The values of Delhi Public School, Mahendra Hills, align with the values of life, including the importance of trust, respect, innovation, and a sense of community. I know that the development of the school over the past 17 years has been significant, especially having been the founder headmistress way back in 2005. The future will build on these firm foundations, focusing on the quality of school life, especially for the benefit of our learners. We will continue to provide world-class education and cater to the needs of the student community. At Delhi Public School, Mahendra Hills, we've adopted leadership and personal development as one of the core skills, and in keeping with the vision of our management, and very importantly, I would like to mention our visionary chairman, sir, and Director Pallavi ma'am. Each child in our school gets to hold a leadership role, be it a student council member or as a class monitor, books monitor, uniform monitor, health ambassador, discipline monitor, and right now we also have tech monitors after the fact that we started our online teaching classes. Green Crusaders, DPS chargers, believe me, such eminent posts with great role and responsibility and the privilege given to a child to serve the alma mater, that is their institution that's educating them, happens only in a school like ours. And all of these definitely enriches the personality of our children, enhances the value systems and leadership skills, and leads to loads of confidence building. And thus we start young at the preschool level, graduating to the middle school level. I call a warm welcome on behalf of all the staff members and the headmistress to our visionary management members, Shri M. Kumaria sir, Chairman, Delhi Public School, Nacharam, Mahendra Hills and Nadargul, and Chairman, Pallavi Group of Institutions. A warm welcome to Director Pallavi ma'am, thanks to whom we stand tall and proud as Delhi Public School institutions. I extend a hearty welcome to all our dear student council members who are assuming great roles and responsibilities today. A hearty welcome to the student participants from preschool to class 7 who are witnessing this magnificent show. And I take it a privilege to accord a warm and special welcome to the elite parents and grandparents, the pillars of our institution. I'm in fact very proud of the unique student council election and selection model that I and my team have conceived and implemented over the years. Ms. Neetu, the headmistress, will be speaking about this exclusive model. The headmistress will take the pride of introducing our very eminent chief guest right now, who have so graciously accepted our invite and are amidst us in this wonderful online investiture ceremony and 17th Founders Day of Delhi Public School, Mahendra Hills. I would like to invite Ms. Neetu, the headmistress, to take over. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. A warm good evening to one and all present here. I would like to accord warm welcome to our chief guests, Brigadier Sandeep Chaudhary, VSM Commandant STD, and Mrs. Sanyukta Prashar, IPS, Professor Venkataraman, Vice Chairman, Telangana State Education Department. Our revered Chairman, Sir Mr. Komaraya, Director Pallavi Ma'am, Vice Chairman Shri Bhim Sen, Mr. Pranay, board member, academic director, Ms. T. Sudha, our beloved principal, ma'am, Mrs. Sunita Rao, principals of other schools, vice principals, headmistresses, teachers, my dear children, and above all, the parents and grandparents. I once again welcome you all to the maiden virtual investor ceremony of DPS Mahendra Hills Feeder School of DPS Nacharam. Here I would like to share a few inspiring verses with you all. I rose, I walked. I walked with my head held high. Not that I was arrogant, not that I felt high, but because from responsibilities. I would never say I rose, I walked. I walked with my head held high. Not that I was conceited or soul I wanted to fly, but because my team and my school, we want to touch the clouds, the stars, and the sky. The message conveyed through this poem should be mantra of each student's life. It is the school years which molds our personality, and the values, the ethics, and the knowledge conceived during these years will go with us everywhere. In fact, our personality reflects the intrinsic carving done by our teachers in molding our future. And to scale the heights and reach the pinnacle of success, DPS Mahendra Hills always strive to inculcate a sense of responsibility and commitment among the students with their heads held high, ready to shoulder the responsibilities. We at MH always believe in molding and channelizing our learners to become great leaders. The Prefect Council was elected through a very rigorous and foolproof process of e-registration and e-voting. The ambience was electrifying as the nominated members campaigned with promises and commitments and to keep up the pride of the school. The final council was elected after passing through various levels of elocution, interview, and debates. Here, I would like to appreciate the meticulous planning of CCA department, which made this event happen with smiles writ large on the faces of selected and elected council members. I'm sure all the council members and parents will cherish the memories of this virtual investor ceremony in a special way. Now, I would like to introduce our eminent chief guest to the august gathering present on the board. First of all, I would like to introduce Brigadier Sandeep Chaudhary, VSM, Commandant SDD. Brigadier Chaudhary is a 1989 commissioned officer. He is an alumnus of prestigious Indian Military Academy, Dehradun. In his illustrious career, spanning more than 30 years, the officer has served with distinction in several key appointments of the Indian Army, including commanding a unit in intense counter-insurgency area as a colonel in Eastern Sector, and also commanded the highest engineering support echelon, a base workshop in the rank of brigadier on the northern border. The officer has excelled in all the prestigious courses of Army, having topped almost all of them. He has held a multitude of challenging appointments in operational and administrative domains within the Army, and also had 2 abroad assignments to represent the nation. For his personal acumen and astute leadership, he has been awarded 9 times in his career, including Vishish Seva Medal. I once again welcome you, sir, and thank you for accepting our invitation and gracing the occasion, sir. Gender is in the mind. There is never any constraint anywhere. So long as the mind and body are in sync and you know where your heart is, the concept of gender does not exist. We are all officers who are required to do a job. If the job is tough, then just train yourself to get tougher. Observe Dr. Sanjukta Prashar. While she urged the students from Northeast to keep working hard and compete with the mainstream, as the competition they faced was intense. We are proud to have amidst us this eminent personality, the first woman IPS to be posted in Assam cadre. Dr. Sanjukta is a revered Indian police service officer with 14 years of experience in maintenance of public peace and order within the states of Assam and the National Investigation Agency. She has served as DSP Jorat and Sonit for 6 years and as SDO and additional SP during her initial years, and has been actively associated with training manpower and resource management for police personals. Ms. Prasher scored 85th All India rank in the civil service examination and responded to the call of uniform and opted to join the police services in 2006. Keen on outdoor activities, especially cross-country running and swimming, Ms. Prasher has been adjudged second in her batch inter-seniority after training at SUP NPA, having participated and performed well in both indoor and outdoor training. Besides this, she has galore of awards to her credit. To name a few, she has got second prize in Prime Minister's Silver Cup 2016 for an essay on policing. She has received DGP Assam Commendation Medal in 2009, DGP CRPF Commendation Medal in 2015, DGP NIA Commendation in 2017, DGP NIA Commendation in 2018, DGP NIA Commendation in 2019. In addition to this, many of her papers are also published. To name few of them, Media and Conflict Resolution in Journal of Peace Studies, November-December 2002, Making It Happen, Police Community, Assam, in the Shadow of Extreme Violence, ACWAP, August 2011, Developing Human Resources in Police, Emerging Trends and Policies, 42nd All India Police Science Congress Gangtok, 2012. Ms. Prasher is indeed an icon to look up for our young children sitting over here. Thank you, ma'am, joining us and sparing time from your busy schedule. Now, I would like to introduce our next guest. It's a great honor to introduce and welcome the next chief guest of the startling beautiful evening. This distinguished personality merely requires any introduction though. He is well known for his work in the field of education. Professor Venkataraman Vedula, Vice Chairman, Telangana State Council of Higher Education, with the rank of Principal Secretary to Government of Telangana. Over 3 decades of experience spanning academics and research, industry and consultancy, Professor Venkataramana holds an illustrious and comprehensive profile. A doctorate holder with specialization in business management, he worked in different capabilities ranging from being the assistant professor and placement officer at the Department of Business Management, Osmania University, to working as senior executive marketing at Mahindra Nissan Alvin Limited. Apart from this, he has completed various research and consultancy projects. He has also headed the training and development programs at DRDO, RCI, SBI, BSNL, and many other organizations. He has toured almost all of the countries around the world like USA, UK, Australia, Sweden for study knowledge programs, presenting his research papers, and as a delegate attending renowned conferences as research expert. Professor Ramana has a rich experience of handling some key administrative responsibilities, extending from Honorary Secretary of Indian Institute of Public Administration, New Delhi, to being a member, expert committee of All India Council for Technical Education and University Grants Commission, UGC, New Delhi. His profile is so exhaustive and extensive that this evening would not be sufficient to talk about him. The list of such accomplishments, honors, and awards is also interminable. To mention a few, Vemuri Seshya Sastri Gold Medal for Best Thesis in 1996, Rotary International Award, AICTE Career Award. He has also accompanied Honorable President of India during his official visit to Guangzhou, China. He has also been appointed as National Research Expert by Asian Productivity Organization, Japan for India. Apart from holding outstanding credentials, Professor Ramana has also published 8 books and authored around 40 scholarly articles in the national and international journals. He is a popular speaker and panelist in many industry forums and academic institutions in India, USA, Thailand, and Singapore. I welcome you, sir, on board, and thank you for being a part of this event. I must say that all the 3 guests are guarding the 3 important territories of our country: education, line of control, and law of order. With that, I would like to say thank you and hand over the mic to the MC. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you so much, Principal Ma'am and HM Ma'am. I am sure your speech has motivated our new leaders to carry forward the mantle of our great school.
Now, I request you all to stand up and witness the hoisting of the national flag while the school song is played.
We are from DPS, we will be the future. We are from DPS, we will be the future. When the morning comes, we will rise like the sun. In the darkest night, we will be the sun. When the morning comes, we will rise like the sun. In the darkest night, we will be the sun. Sons of the land, daughters of the land, youth of the land, salt of the earth. Sons of the land, daughters of the land, youth of the land, salt of the earth. We are from DPS, we will be the future. We are from DPS, we will be the future.
I am proud to announce once more that our newly appointed pre-primary head girl of the school is Ira. I request her to address the gentry.
Evening everyone. Today I am very happy and feeling proud to be a part of prestigious institution. As a head girl of pre-primary Delhi Public School, Mahendra Hills, I assure you all I'll be responsible and I'll always try to keep my school and teachers proud in every way. I believe a true reader doesn't tell you what to do. He or she shows you how it's done. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you, Ira, for your words. I am profusely elated to get this opportunity to welcome our visionary leader, Honorable Chairman Sir Sri M. Komaraya. I want to take the privilege to request you to enlighten us with your inspirational words.
Good afternoon to all. Today we are celebrating Mahendra Hills Investiture ceremony on video mode on through web. This year is a special year out of last maybe 100 years. Under COVID-19, all the teaching also going on with webinars and online teaching. Investiture ceremony also we are celebrating with online, and all the office bearers who is elected for the Mahendra Hills branch, preschool and middle school and up to 7th class, maybe 3 batches, and all the selection process was done in fair manner. And all the elected office bearers have the responsibility to coordinate between the your colleague students, teachers, and administrators to run the smooth run, and any grievances or any suggestions, advice, students can speak to you very freely, express their views, and implement them. And you are the ambassadors between the students and through teachers, HM, and management. You have the great responsibility. You have to, with honesty and good proactive way, you have to work and to keep the name of the DPS school very high. And same time, you also and students should get the best out of from the students and management to learn and have a better education, all-round development, sports, and e-learning platform any suggestions also expected from you. And you are to function with great sincerity, and leaders should have the better attitude and without any fear and anything you fair way you have to function. And while studying, if you have the leadership qualities after your graduation or PG, and then when you go to higher studies and or your employment, private employment or government employment or business, anyway it will be useful. If you anybody having a leader qualities, and you will shine wherever, whichever field you are. And no, we are India is a great country, and we are lucky to be Indian. And I wish all the office bearers and our students should have a good future, and whatever possible ways and latest technology, latest learnings we are implementing. And before COVID started itself, we planned for our online teaching for the advanced backlog or old referral teaching purpose we started. But when COVID came, it was we are ready with the latest system to teach the students without wasting the any time. Best of luck, and I also wish all our today's thank all the chief guests, Mr. Brigadier Chaudhary and Mr. Professor Venkatramana is my friend and well-wisher, and Dr. Sanjukta IPS, NIA Northeast. I thank them personally to spending their time and giving their advice. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. We feel responsible to carry on this legacy wherever we go. I'm extremely privileged to welcome once more our chief guest, Brigadier Sandeep Chowdhury, VSM, Commandant SDD, on this special occasion. Thank you, sir, for giving us your precious time. We all are looking forward to enrich ourselves with your words of wisdom. I request you to advise and motivate our young dynamic leaders.
Respected Chairman DPS, parents, principal, staff, and management of DPS, the esteemed and who are on video conferencing along with me, and my dear brave children. It is my proud privilege and singular honor to be amongst you on this auspicious occasion of the investiture ceremony, where you all have been chosen through a very meticulous method to be the members of the school council, and thus today you stand nominated as leaders in your own domains. At the outset, my compliments to all 66 of you who have been bestowed with this onerous responsibility, including my shabash to the head boy Darshan and the head girl Tanishka. For the information of all the parents, Darshan has been awarded the Bal Shakti Award by the President of India, and he is the youngest musician in India. I greatly feel honored, and my compliments to Darshan. As a military leader amongst you, if I have to put it across, I want you all to remember your school acronym, that is D, P, and S. The D for me is the decision-making capability or the ability as a leader. And remember, children, this decision-making ability has to be in the absence of clear-cut orders. And then only you will be counted as a leader. For P, I want you to possess those qualities of honesty, belief, trust, faith, positivity. Have a healthy mix of these qualities, either imbibed or learnt. And for S, you need to have the all-important skills. That is a skill set as a leader. You should have the listening skills, you should have the mentoring skills, you should have the guiding skills, and you should have the advisory skills. So remember these three words, that is D, P, and S. Because, my dear young leaders, your follower will not always be your fan. To correlate it, you look at a tiger and a deer. The deer is running in the front, so he's the leader. But the tiger, who's the follower, is not his fan. So the life of a leader is not only very tough, but he has to deliver in adversity. You need to have passion, and the passion to the extent to do what others don't even dare to think. You need to have belief in yourself, for which you have to remember only two words: it can be achieved and it will be achieved. Never have fear in you, because fear leads to failures. It is very aptly said, agar dar gaya to mar gaya. Your mission will fail, your task will fail, your goals will fail if you have fear in you. In army, it is for all parents and the children. When you pass out after rigorous training from the military academy, and you take the final step as a gentleman cadet before you become an officer, you have to take an oath, and that oath is called as the Chetwood motto, which is the foundation of which is three. One, the nation comes first. Two, the men you lead come next. And last is your own safety and comfort. So all of you who have been selected and nominated today to be the members of this elite student council can directly correlate to what I'm trying to tell, from a military leader to a council leader. Our Honorable Prime Minister with children and at different forums, whether it is his Man Ki Baat or it is at various connects that he has had with the academia, he has very passionately propagated very few things. Number one, dream the impossible. As children, वो ख्वाब देखो जो कोई दुनिया में ना कर सके. Two, do not restrict your aspirations. अपनी आकांक्षाएं और अपनी तमन्नाओं को don't restrict it within the boundaries. But remember, all this needs to be synchronized and aligned with the needs of the nation. Think big and think of ideas to germinate in you, and think of innovations. Your school is leading you in one of the innovations by doing and conducting this first e-platform event. Contribute sincerely to the Swachh Bharat Abhiyan. Cleanliness is the important parameter and the paradigm. Find meaningful ways to contribute and connect to the society, children. Feed the hungry. Donate your books and toys. Volunteer for social work. And lastly, promote environmental awareness. A very, very important thing. Whatever is happening in the world around you, whether it is cold, whether it is heat, whether it is rains, whether it is thunder, whether it is pandemics, everything revolves around the environment. And you as the future leaders will make a big change and play an important role in this environmental awareness. Chairman, children, work on your general knowledge and general awareness. Have the right balance and the right mix, because this is the right time for you not only to excel in your academics, but also build up on your social and mental well-being. To build this, the parents may not agree with me, but what I propagate is play, play, and play hard. Because when you play and play hard, you inculcate two very important qualities. One is competition and one is camaraderie. Very important in your life. Learn, learn, and learn. Someone has very rightly said, I was and will always be a student. And the day I stop learning is the day I will die. Have the passion in you. हमेशा ये सोचो, मैंने ये करना है और करके दिखाना है. Remember, practice does not make one perfect. It is only the perfect practice that makes you perfect. In the end, I have a few lines which are very close to my heart for parents, children, and all who are listening on this video conferencing. जिंदगी में बड़ी शिद्दत से निभाओ अपना किरदार कि पर्दा गिरने के बाद भी तालियां बजती रहें. To one and all, and my dear children, be safe, stay healthy in these trying and testing times of the COVID pandemic. I would like to compliment the complete school team who has structured and made this e-platform event very, very successful. Godspeed and Jai Hind.
Thank you so much, Brigadier Sir. Thank you.
I consider it a great honor to welcome our chief guest, Dr. Sanyukta Prashar, IPS, once again. We are eagerly waiting, ma'am, to enlighten ourselves with your inspirational words. I request you to guide our young student council members.
Thank you very much for having me here. I would like to thank the principal of the school and also the headmistress, Ms. Neetu Gupta, for pursuing me and ensuring that I am here today. I would also like to say a warm hello to the other chief guests, Brigadier Sandeep Chaudhary and Dr. Venkat Ramanna, and as well as the chairman of the DPS schools. Thank you once again for having me here. It has been quite interesting so far. I've listened to pretty much everyone for the last 45 minutes. And I see that these young, bright children have adapted to this change in the world so quickly. And I think it's great because now the world is in better hands because we have kids who can adapt to new technological changes and also new requirements. I mean, do you need any other lesson in leadership? I think this is it. You're already such great leaders. But I want to talk about something else, of course. I mean, you know, Brigadier Chaudhary has given you a long list of things to do, starting from being honest to taking care of the environment and everything else in between. I don't know how much you will remember, but I think one of the greatest qualities of being a leader is that you should also learn to follow. I'm not saying you follow someone else, but you follow your heart, you follow your conscience, you follow the right thing. There are rules in the world and then there is the right thing. If the rule and the right thing are the same, then you should do that. But sometimes the right thing may not be exactly what the rules say. And in that particular moment, that is when your heart, your conscience, your decision-making ability comes into play. And that's when I think a great leader will be a person who can follow his conscience, his or her conscience. And I think all of you kids who are going to be now leaders in your school, if you can follow this little thing, if you follow your heart, I'm sure you'll take care of the environment. If you follow your conscience, I'm sure you will not throw garbage on the road. If you follow the right thing, I'm sure then you will never jump a traffic light. And that's more than enough. And I think that will make our world so much more better, and you guys will be able to give a better environment to everyone else around you. I don't have anything much to say. I am already in awe. I am a big fan of the little girl who is going to be such a leader. She's going to be the head girl of a pre-primary section. And I wish her the very best. And I wish all of you the very best, because if you follow your conscience, if you follow your heart, and if you do the right thing, you are all leaders. You don't have to have separate leaders to take care of you. You will know what to do. And then when you come together, that is when it'll be a democracy that works, because everybody understands what is their requirement in that game. Thank you very much. And I once again wish everybody the very best in these trying times. Thank you.
So rightly said, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your motivational words. I want to take the privilege to welcome our chief guest, Professor Venkat Raman, Vice Chairman of Telangana State Education Department. We're really feeling proud to have you amongst us, sir. So I request you to inspire us with your words of wisdom.
Janya, sir has left because he had some appointment. Maybe he'll join us a little later. You can continue with the program.
Students create a legacy that inspires others to dream more, learn more, do more, and become more. Then you are an excellent leader. It is a proud moment for all the parents to witness their children being invested with great responsibilities while embarking on a new journey as leaders. Here comes the most awaited moment of today's event, a prestigious pipping ceremony. I request Merlin ma'am to read out the names of the members of the Prefect Council.
Thank you, Amal. The students of today are the torch bearers and the visionaries of tomorrow. It is known fact that leaders are made and not born. There is no perfect age to be the most effective leader. Delhi Public School Mahendra Hills believe in instilling leadership in children at an early age and ensure that children emerge as future leaders. It gives immense pleasure to announce the names of the newly elected Prefect Council students. To begin with, we start with the pre-primary wing. Humble and caring Zayan, the sports captain from class Prep A. Amiable and loving Anaya Charlotte Mario is the Green Crusader from class Prep C. Sincere and honest G. Samanvi is the DPS charger from Prep A. Diligent and polite and helpful PR Rishi is the cultural secretary from Prep A. Exuberant and talented N. Shankar is the head boy from class Prep B. Sincere and honest Ira Jaiswal is the head girl from Prep D. Moving on to the sub-junior level, we have the self-disciplined and proactive Maisha Mirza, the sports captain from class 2C. Observant and caring Akshita Yera is the school ambassador from class 2D. Hardworking and efficient Divesh Kotari is a Green Crusader from class 2D. Proactive and affectionate Akshita Bist is the DPS charger from class 2C. Fair-minded and courteous Arohi Smriti is the cultural secretary from class 2D. Self-disciplined and diligent Shreyas Parida is the head boy from class 2E. Honest and proactive K. Vaishnavi Srivastav is the head girl from class 2D. Moving on to the junior level, we have humble and dynamic Auric Dudekula, Junior Emerald House Captain from Class 5E. Fair-minded and polite J. Venkata Arjun is the Junior Ruby House Captain from Class 5B. Proactive and creative Ishwin Cloud is the Junior Sapphire House Captain from Class 5C. Self-confident and smart Adya Ralhan is the Junior Topaz House Captain from Class 5A. Honest and kind-hearted Nitesh is the Junior Green Crusader from Class 5D. Polite and courteous Noah is the Junior School Ambassador from Class 5B. Independent and imaginative is Vashishta Sitaramaraju, Junior Student Editor from Class 5B. Calm and courteous Akula Adish is the Junior Sports Captain from Class 5D. Dynamic and creative Rashmi Sahasra is the Junior Cultural Secretary from Class 5D. Energetic and enthusiastic Shahid Shutari is the Junior DPS Charger from Class 5C. Innovative and kind Varit Swaroop is the Junior Technical Ambassador from Class 5E. Bright and self-disciplined is the Junior Head Boy, Ansh Jain from Class 5E. Trustworthy and versatile Devanshi Kamshik is the Junior Head Girl from Class 5A. Optimistic and adaptable K. Shreya Suhas, wise Ruby House Captain from Class 6D. Loyal and approachable Arnav Agarwal is the wise Sapphire House Captain from 6D. We have Shanmukha Priya, who is very self-disciplined and sincere, is the wise Emerald House Captain from Class 6E. Dedicated and communicative Agrima Pal is the wise Topaz House Captain from Class 6D. Caring and mindful Pranav Srivatsav is the Vice Cultural Secretary from Class 6B. Honest and caring Vihan Damani is the Vice DPS Charger from Class 6A. Action-oriented and focused Bhargav Kumar Potharaju is the Vice Student Editor from Class 6B. Creative and loving Chinmay is the Vice Technical Ambassador from Class 6A. Versatile and warm-hearted Arpita Jaiswal is the Green Crusader from Class 6D. Loyal and kind Kevin Emmanuel is the Vice School Ambassador from Class 6C. Proactive and supportive Parth Sharma is the Vice Sports Captain from Class 6D. Hard-working and helpful Shaurya K is the Deputy Head Boy from Class 6D. Inspiring and proactive Zara Shutari is the Deputy Head Girl from Class 6C. Dedicated, focused, and goal-oriented is Juhit, the Sports Captain from Class 7B. Pleasant, mindful, and creative Adviti Krishna is the Cultural Secretary from Class 7D. Candid and caring is the DPS Charger, Ms. Mithali Navle from 7C. Responsible and dedicated RO is the Technical Ambassador from Class 7B. Bright and brilliant Banvi Grover is the Student Editor from Class 7B. Polite and courteous Shobna Samil is the Emerald House Captain from Class 7A. Amicable and inspiring Amoga is the Ruby House Captain from Class 7C. Generous and affectionate Pratiksha is the Sapphire House Captain from Class 7B. Cooperative and considerate Shri Dhruti is the Topaz House Captain from Class 7B. Obliging and polite P. Satvika is the Green Crusader from Class 7A. Beautiful and dedicated is Ryan Daniel, School Ambassador from Class 7A. Moving on, last but not the least, the school head boy is none other than the young magician awardee of Pradhan Mantri Rashtriya Bal Shakti Puraskar, and who has cast his magical spell on all his peers is none other than Darsh Malani, the head boy, the school head boy for the year 2020-2021. The school head girl for the year is the charismatic, versatile, popular, and melodious Tanishka K from Class 7A.
Congratulations. Congratulations, my dear student council members. You all stand tall and proud today, having assumed new roles and responsibilities. And I, as the principal and the headmistress, we greatly look forward to working with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
And you're bringing in a wonderful change in our school. Thank you.
I now request the parents of the newly appointed prefect council members to do the honor of pinning the badges.
Vinay, put on gallery mode, beta. I congratulate all the parents. We are proud of our children. It's a proud moment for teachers as well as parents. Vinay, can we focus on head boy and head girl?
Yes.
Good. Congratulations to all of you.
The newly elected student council members will take a pledge to work earnestly and uphold the honor and glory of the institution. I request our chief guest, Brigadier Sandeep Chaudhary, VSM, to administer the oath to the newly appointed student council. I also request all our student council members to raise and stretch their hands for the oath.
My compliments to the council members and the parents. The oath. I do hereby solemnly promise to live up to high standards of life.
Vinay, unmute all the children, beta. Yes, all of you repeat after sir, beta.
Am I audible, head boy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I will start again.
Stretch your hand forward, Darsh. Yes, that's nice.
Vinay, unmute all the children, beta.
Doing it.
Move back, you should be visible, huh? Straight hand, lift it up. More.
I do hereby solemnly promise to high standards of life
Brigadier Sandeep, you can start now.
in and out of the school.
दूसरा वाला लाओ.
Sir, we request the chief guest.
Brigadier Sandeep, you can start now.
And we lost the connection from it.
Check, check.
I do hear right. Hello. I do hear
I'll check. Children, wait. Brigadier Sandeep's connection is lost. He'll be rejoining. He's rejoining. Okay.
Vinay, just keep the head boy, head girl on. Mute the others. Just the head boy, head girl, and the MC. Mute. Unmute Darsh, please.
Ma'am, since Brigadier Sandeep has lost the connection and Professor Venkata has joined us again, shall we request him to
Yes,
give the speech?
but you'll have to flash the.
Yes, ma'am. Spotlight.
Flash it here on the screen.
Could you please flash the oath on the screen? I request Professor Venkata Ramana sir, please, could you please administer the oath to the children, sir? Vinay, please mute Sir Venkata Ramana.
Unmute, sir.
Sorry, unmute.
Ma'am, sir is not there on the board, ma'am.
He has joined. Check with Robin. Maybe some other name.
Robin, can you confirm?
Is he able to join again? Okay.
Miss Neetu?
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, Chief Guest is trying to join through mobile.
In the meantime, we could have had a speech.
MC, please let us go with the next floor. You can ask this head boy for the speech.
Okay, ma'am.
Yes, please.
Yes, Darsh, all the best.
Thank you, ma'am. A very good evening to everyone present here. Today I am standing here as the head boy of this prestigious institution. Firstly, I would like to thank the management, teachers, and all my dear friends who thought me capable to take up this opportunity. The dream that I dreamt in class 6 is now a reality, and I don't have words to express my extreme happiness. I'm not standing here to tell you my achievement, and I'm actually standing here to tell you my expectations from myself being the head boy this year as a sincere, dedicated head boy to, is asked to accomplish all his duties with utmost sincerity to justify my post. Coming together is beginning, keeping together is success, and working together is progress for me. Being the head boy is not about position or the title, but it is about action and example which can make a difference. I stand here to lead. I stand here as a leader, not just to lead, but to work in collaboration with each one of you to achieve the best for our school. I promise to work hard with all my dedication, devotion, and determination. I will try my best and work persistently for the excellence of our school. Thank you.
Well said, Darsh Malani. May you keep up to your words and may the school grow with you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vinay, the chief guest has joined. Just put it on the spotlight. Brigadier Sandeep, are you there?
Hello.
Yes, please. You have joined through mobile?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, please. Yes. Children, you can stand, rise and stretch your hand. Sir will administer the oath.
Stand erect, my dear children.
Can I start?
Please, sir, go ahead.
Okay, children, we'll start with the oath. I do hereby solemnly promise to live up to high standards of life.
I do hereby solemnly promise to live up to high standards
Required of me both in and out of the school.
required of me both in and out of the school.
To set a standard of obedience and service.
To set a standard of obedience and service,
Which will be an example to all.
which will be an example to all.
And carry out my responsibilities
Carry out my responsibilities
Thank you
to
for
the,
this opportunity.
to the best of my ability at all times.
to the best of my ability at all times.
Thank you so much,
Thank you, sir, for
Thank you.
administering the oath. Leadership instills confidence and helps children solve problems creatively. Work in a team and work collaboratively with others. I request our sub-junior head girl from class 2, Vaishnavi Srivastav, to share her ideologies with us.
Vaishnavi, you have to unmute yourself, darling. Yes, now. No, again you are mute, beta.
A very good evening to everyone present here. Respected Chairman Sir, Mr. M. Kumaraya, our beloved Principal, Mrs. Sunita Rao, our headmistress, honorable guests, teachers, parents, and my dear friends. Today, I, Vaishnavi, am standing here as the sub-junior head girl of Class 2 for this prestigious institution. I don't have words to express my extreme happiness, but on behalf of my team, I would like to extend a hearty thanks for selecting us as leaders of the Primary Prefect Council. The entire process, starting from nomination, extempore round, followed by panel interview, has helped us to realize that we are privileged to attain this post which we are holding today. Thanks is a word so small, yet it speaks volumes and volumes of the hidden sentiments of gratitude within our heart. I thank each and every member of our school, our teachers and our parents who were involved in this process, working meticulously to help us be the leaders of today and the future. At this moment, we are all filled with enthusiasm to begin this fantastic new journey of our lives. And it would be successful only with your valuable support and God's blessing. I assure that the opportunity given to us to be the leaders of the school will be shouldered with the utmost responsibility. Thank you.
That was a wonderful effort and so happy to see you, my dear head girl. Congratulations.
Thank you, ma'am.
Vaishnavi, may you achieve success throughout your life. Our school e-magazine, e-Inspiria, Towards Tomorrow, is a reflection of the culture of our school, as it is a mirror to the cream of activities and expression of our creativity and imagination. It is a valuable souvenir for the students and a golden trophy for parents and the community. Cherish the school for years to come. It is also a kaleidoscope of sorts of the variety and diversity of the demography that our school contains. The magazine is a delightful and colorful museum of the students who carry the school's torch of glory across the country and abroad in academic excellence, enlivening its pages. I have the privilege to request our chief guest, Brigadier Sandeep Chaudhary VSM, our chairman sir and principal ma'am, to launch our e-magazine.
Vinay put a spotlight on the
Focus on Vinay, put focus on chairman sir and chief guest. Yes.
It is my privilege to release this magazine as the first edition of the e-efforts of the school. My compliments and congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Vinay, put on chairman sir also. And principal ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for releasing the magazine.
Thank you.
And we will share e-copy with all the parents so that they can relish the articles written by children.
Delhi Public School Mahendra Hills, feeder school of DPS Nacharam, is a dynamic community where each individual is encouraged to reach their full potential and beyond. Here, children learn to become lifelong learners, ever expanding their horizon to be responsible global citizens. Since its inception in the year 2003, the school has been able to build on the steady foundation of good values and the urge to excel. The endeavor has always been to balance excellence in academics with creativity and compassion. Delhi Public School Mahendra Hills, the founder school that became a feeder school after migration, retained its glorious reputation of DPS, blend of culture, tradition, and modernity. Completing 17 years and entering into the 18th year, it have many vicissitudes in the academic forefront. It is our school's endeavor to ensure holistic growth with integrated self-principles to liberate the innate potential of every student and shape them into all-round personalities and global citizens. As time flipped its pages, the school filled its canvas with tireless pride, and with each stroke of the brush, it grew a step closer to making its own masterpiece.
Let us all sing the Hall of Fame song. It encourages everyone to believe in themselves. Through its creative rhymes, it gives a strong message to empower ourselves that we have the power to do anything. It speaks about self-esteem. Even we dipsites believe that we can be the greatest, we can be the best, and we can become the best version of ourselves. Yes, if you believe it, you can achieve it. I request our school head girl Tanishka to sing the Hall of Fame song to inspire us all.
Yeah, you can be the brightest, you can be the best, you can be the King Kong banging on your chest, you can be the world, you can be the war, you can touch the door, banging on your door, you can throw your hands up, you can be the clock, you can move mountains, you can break rocks, you can be a master, don't wait for luck, dedicate yourself, you can find yourself, stand in the Hall of Fame, and the world gonna know your name. Cause you're born with a brand flame, and the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the wall of the Hall of Fame. You can go the distance, you can run a mile, you can walk straight to hell, you can smile, you can be the hero, you can win the gold, breaking all the records that never could be broke. Do it for your people, do it for your pride. All you ever gonna know if you never even tried. Do it for your country, do it for your name. 'Cause it's gonna be your day when you stand in the Hall of Fame, and the world's gonna know your name. 'Cause you're born with the brightest flame, and the world's gonna know your name. You'll be on the wall of the Hall of Fame.
Thank you.
Clear.
That was just
Every year, we celebrate Founders Day to remember and express our gratitude to our founder for his wisdom and ambition in establishing the school, which has grown into this wonderful and exciting center of education. Bidding a goodbye is always tough. But what can be a better closure to this grand event than an art of motion? Dance. Here, we present the beautiful dance by Anishka.
Yeah, I'll go. Yes, yes, yes. In the end, you can do.
Can't call me idol, I look the
was just mind-blowing.
Our head girl Tanishka is an amazing singer and musician, along with being a person who leads by example. Now, I request Tanishka to propose the vote of thanks.
A warm and graceful evening to our most valued honorable chief guest. Most Honorable Chief Guest, Brigadier Sandeep Chowdhury, VSM, Sayukta Prashar IPS, Professor Venkataraman, Vice Chairman of the Telangana State Education Department, Chairman Sir Mr. Komaraya, Director Pallavi Ma'am, Vice Chairman Mr. Bhimsen, Mr. Pranav Sir, Board Member, Academic Director T. Sudha Ma'am, Principal Ma'am, Headmistress Ma'am, teachers, parents, my dear friends, and everyone gathered here. It's my privilege to propose a vote of thanks speech and acknowledge the contribution of those who had worked really hard to make this online investiture ceremony a grand success. I really feel proud to be acknowledged as unstoppable dipside and will definitely become the agent of positive change. Thank you all for your precious time.
Thank you. We are finished.
One parent, Noah's parents want to convey thank you message to the management. Vinay, could you play on spotlight on that parent?
Noah.
Noah. Yes, ma'am, please.
A very good evening to one and all. I'm Dr. Suhasini Gazula and I joined my husband, Dr. Jonathan. Both of us are surgeons and I'm a pediatric surgeon and he's a head and neck cancer surgeon. And this is Noah, our son, who's also elected to the prefect. We are proud parents of Noah, yes, but we are even prouder that he's a part of such a great school for the past 7 years. We joined him in nursery and he's completed 7 years, and I don't think we've made a better choice in our life than him being part of such a wonderful school. And not just the investiture ceremony, I think thanks to the online classes, I've been watching very, very closely how much effort goes. I mean, most of the time we send him to school and then they come back. But thanks to the online classes, I think we've personally got to see how much effort goes and how much of patience each teacher has with each student. And for the last 2 weeks, what we've seen today is just the tip of the iceberg. I've seen so much of effort goes in from the management, from the principal, from the headmistress, from each and every teacher. And what we just see is the tip of the iceberg. I'm so proud that Noah has such a good management, teachers, and he's got such talented seniors and juniors. I don't think we could have made a better choice. And both of us being in the healthcare profession, like our chairman sir said, and recently the various very renowned chief guests have said, it has been extremely trying for all of us. And being in the healthcare profession, we are seeing the worst side of it. Mind you, the last 2 hours has made us forget all the stress. It has been the best stress buster I think I have faced in the last 3 months. And I'm so proud for each of you making it such a wonderful experience for us. The online classes have been a blessing, mind you. I think they have eased a lot of our stress, because most of the time we are at the hospital. Some of us are unable to come home because of the quarantine. But I think DPS has eased all the stress, at least knowing that the most important part of our life is so well taken care of. And to leave Noah alone at home, because we can't keep him with grandparents, because we are daily visiting the hospitals and coming back. So grandparents, my parents are also online and watching the show, and they're loving being able to watch it on online. So I think these are all the plus points of this virtual platform. And though he's home, we know that his teacher is constantly watching him and supervising him. So I think these are just few of the words. I can go on and on, but I'm just loving every bit of it. And I thank you all. And I'm pretty sure this is not just my words. A lot of parents are feeling the same, especially those of us who are health workers are understanding the importance of this. So thank you all on behalf of all the parents, grandparents, and I think some extended families also watching this thanks to the virtual platform. Thank you, Brigadier Sir, for wonderful words. It rekindled a lot of ideas which we have also learned important for doctors as well. Thank you for your wonderful work. Thank you, Ma'am Paraskar, for your wonderful words. We always believed to do the right thing no matter what the rules say. Thank you all. It's been a wonderful experience and your care. And if the admin permits, I would love if we could all unmute it so that we can say 3 cheers to this wonderful DPS Mahendra Hills. Could I take the honor of saying 3 cheers to DPS Mahendra Hills? Hip hip!
Hooray! Hooray!
Hooray!
Hooray!
Thank you so much, Dr. Suhasini. Thanks a lot for not only for those kind words, for also because I know you as one of the COVID warriors leading from the front so that we are safe at our home. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, the program has come to an end, but the journey has just begun. Our heartfelt thanks to all the esteemed guests for taking out time from their busy schedule to be with us today. Our chairman, sir, director, ma'am, principal, ma'am, headmistress, ma'am, all the teachers and staff, and of course, our dear students and parents as well as grandparents. You may not be able to be physically present in school to carry out your responsibilities, but the whole world has come near you.
President Award
as one of your favorite superhero characters says, that with great power comes great responsibility. So students, use this new power and responsibility to bring a positive change in the world and help your fellow human beings to overcome the current situation. That will be the real mark of a true Dipsite, an agent of change. Thank you, everyone. Good evening. Take care and stay safe.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Hello.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. हेलो सुन रहा है नेट नोट सब गुलिस्तान हो गया मेरा
Thank you, ma'am.